Hey there, it's Curly, and I've made another video. You're watching it right now. I can't lift my eyebrows. Here's me trying to. Here's my eyebrows getting really high, and but it's cool. Anyways, today's video is going to be about something I shall tell you in 5 seconds. But right now, I want to tell you about how I went to see Falling in Reverse on Tuesday, and it was amazing. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. It's crazy. Like, here, look. My poster from the concert, because I'm so awesome like that. I even got to meet them. Like, I got to go and take a picture with them, and, like, Ryan Seaman said hi to me. So anyways, back to the point of this video. Since my last video was dull, boring, and deep, I'm going to be doing a video about things I am or was afraid of. Which is a lot, because you know I'm afraid of everything in the world. But one thing I've always been really freaked out of is, like, the dark. You can't come up to me and tell me you're not afraid of the dark, because the dark is freaking creepy. You know, it's just pitch black and you can't see anything, and especially with my glasses off, I'm like, is that a shadow or are you a person? And it's just terrible, like, especially when people come in my room in the dark, and I'm just like, because my glasses are off when I go to sleep, obviously, and I can't see their figure, and they're kind of just walking in, and they're kind of like gliding, and it's really freaky. Another thing I've always been scared of is roller coasters. Roller coasters just completely and utterly terrify me. I'm afraid of them now. I've always been afraid of them. I didn't even ride one until I was like 10. And for any of you who know what Kennywood is, I went there and I rode the Thunderbolt, which is like one of their oldest roller coasters. And it was terrifying. Like, it was rickety, and it was like, every time you moved, it was like, and I'm just like, my God, I'm going to die! It's like, and I rode with my dad since I was so young, and he knew it was my first time riding a roller coaster, and that was like the worst idea, because it has so many hills. So my dad was just like, honey, we're going down a hill now, are you okay? And then I'm sitting there like, and that was the worst experience ever. Never again. I haven't ridden a roller coaster since, and I don't plan on it. And this comes to my next thing. Heights. I'm terrified of them. I hate being up high. Whenever I was a child, I was terrified of my dad, because my dad's 6'3", and he would always lift me up in his shoulders, and I would scream, and I would, like, punch his head, and I'd be like, Dad, let me down, I'm going to die! Because I'm like, you're in a mountain and stuff, and it's terrible, especially for, like, a 4-year-old who's, like, this tall. Another thing I used to be really freaked out of whenever I was little is the noise it makes after you take a bath. Like, you take a bath, whatever, your parents take you out when you're, like, 3 or 4 or whatever, and then you're drying off and getting your clothes on, and then all of a sudden you're and I'm just like, Mommy, what is that? She's like, oh, honey, don't worry, it's the bathtub. It's the bathtub. And my parents like to freak me out as a child, and I'm like, Mommy, why's the bathtub making that noise? Because there's a monster in there. Terrified for life. Thank you, Mother. Never again. No. Another thing I've always been terrified of is bugs. Bugs freak me out. I know it's such a cliche thing for girls to be afraid of, but they're just freaky, you know? My dad's like, you're probably 600,000 times bigger than that thing. Why don't you just step on it? And I'm like, but it flies. Like, stink bugs terrify me. Nope, I don't like them. I know they can't sting me. You don't have to tell me this. I don't know. No. I've never been stung by a bee because I refuse to be anywhere near them. Ladybugs, they're not even freaky to me. I just don't like them. Like, they're all just there, and every time I see one, I just smash it. Call me a freaking murderer or whatever, but, like, I just don't like them. But, like, the main things, like, spiders don't even creep me out that much. It's just stink bugs, and, like, bugs that are, like, and they fly and stuff, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. It is terrifyingly terrifying. Yep. Makes sense. Can't snap. Can you hear that? Hope you can. Anyways, this is a little off topic, but my best friend is a germaphobe. She really hates them. Like, today I went into the hallway and she was like, nobody touch me. And I'm like, better go give her a hug. So I went and wrapped my arms around her and she was like, she elbowed me in the throat. And I was like, oh my goodness. She's like, never touch me again, you germy freak. And I was just like, well then, way to be the worst best friend ever. Like, she hurt me. That is just painful. Like, you ever been elbowed in the throat? It's not a nice feeling. It's painful as shit. But, last but not least, I'm going to start asking questions at the end of my videos. And here's the question for today. What are you afraid of? And, like, do you have a story to go with them? Why are you afraid of it? Because, you know, most of my fears just suck and I have fears of everything, so... Bye-bye now.